What a look for some of the Kings players as they entered their buildings tonight. Welcome everybody to another presentation. Got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. In the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Boston in at the 3 spot. Launches it. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Look, every time Murphy can get a look, he'll take the look. Trust me.
And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Murray, the pass to Levine. Kicks it out to Ellis. Sacramento moving it around. With the shot. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, Brent, last season was disappointing for the Kings after being eliminated in the play-in.
Yeah, a little bit of regression. They did have some key injuries to some guys in the stretch of the season that was vital for them to make the playoff push. But I think it helped them realize just how fun the playoffs are and just how hard it is to get back there. And maybe in this offseason they come back a little bit more focused, knowing how little.
Oh! Mercy. That was downright dirty. Levine. Yes, sir.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. They set the pick. This one for 3. Got a piece of it. Kings have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Murray kicks to Ellis. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. McCollum with the ball. Now defended by Levine. And the basket by McCollum.
Nice play by McCollum. So crafty with the ball in his hands.
New Orleans foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Crowder.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And Crowder gets it to go on the assist by Ellis.
And defenders don't really like running into Valanciunas, especially when he's setting those kind of hard screens.
Between rebounding, interior scoring, And he shoots the three. Brett, there's a lot to like about Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, Valanciunas has done a really good job of growing his game, Kevin, in today's game. I mean, the modern NBA have shooting bigs. JV has stepped out and proves that he can hit shots from the top of the key, but it's still that grinding, tough, physical play that you want on a nightly basis, and he gives it to you.
The three. Rebounded by Valanciunas. For Sacramento, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
With how Murphy shoots the ball from behind the arc, these driving lanes from time to time are going to be wide open. That's a nice take by Trey.
Levine sets the screen for Ellis. Outside, Levine. Ellis finds Levine. Murray outside. Just 5 to shoot. Crowder a screen on Jones. Levine for 3. That shot misses. Pelicans leading by 4. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Kings head coach gave me a few minutes, so I wanted to know what his plans were for going up against C.J. McCollum. Coach said outsmarting him isn't really an option. He added, I think we'll just try to throw size at him so his shots aren't coming easy and his sight lines are disrupted. So he's looking to challenge McCollum as much as possible. Kevin?
Thanks, David. To the left wing. Pass to Misi. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Levine passes to Crowder. Valanciunas dishes to Ellis. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Terrific feed from Valanciunas, a big man scanning the deck.
Fires the 3. Valanciunas grabs the board. For Sacramento, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Ellis kicks to Valanciunas. Valanciunas sets a screen for Crowder. Levine wide open. And the 3 ball is good. Levine's got 5 now.
Levine with that high arching shot from the corner.
They set the pick.
Blocking foul called on Jay Crowder. First personal foul. First team foul.
11 seconds left to play here in the first. 3-pointer. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. He's got 13.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offense. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Well, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Monk on the wing. He's paired with DeRozan. Sabonis is out there with Lyons. And it's Fultz in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. DeRozan finds Fultz. DeRozan scanning the floor. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Williamson. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. For 3, Murray. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Well, Murray's got the range. It's the consistency he's looking for.
You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Murray, no good. The Kings trail by 3. 1 for 3. Rebound by Olynyk. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Olynyk sets a screen for Brown. All alone. And he connects with the jumper. Now it's a 7-point Pelican lead. DeRozan with a screen for Sabonis. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, that's a bonus right there to have DeMontis step out and shoot the 3 and stretch out the defense.
Pass to Olynyk. Three-pointer. No good. Shot missing.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Spins DeRozan. And foul on the shot. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge.
First team foul. Shooting for Sacramento.
Calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
The Kings trailing. Fultz looking around. Sabonis, he nails it, and we're tied up. Sabonis has got 5 points in the quarter.
Sabonis working close in the basket. He likes those tight quarters. He's so skilled down there.
Murray for 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Goes up from the top of the key. And stolen by Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Well, how about Zion beating everybody back up the court for the solo finish?
When Zion came into the NBA, Brent, he was seen as a defensive liability. But, boy, has he made strides on that end of the floor.
Well, Kevin, consistency of being on the floor can help you with your offense, but we don't often talk about the learnings that come with being on the floor defensively, making reads, understanding your opponents better. I think Zion has suffered from those injuries taking away his opportunities to become a better defender. We're seeing that improvement now.
Here's Murray. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. DeRozan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Sabonis. Nailed from three-point land. Sabonis has got 8.
Sabonis, a confident scorer on that play right there. Once he's got the ball in his hands in that area, he's looking to shoot.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for New Orleans?
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job scoring in transition.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Here's Lyles, just 5 on the clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And Brent, the Pelicans swept in the first round last year by the Thunder. And that Zion injury was very unfortunate and very untimely.
Oh, man, that was crushing. Williamson had 40 points in that play-in game, playing his best basketball, and then hurt very late in that contest. They really missed him, obviously, against OKC, and just bad luck for New Orleans last year.
The Kings trail by 5. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Monk. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Monk's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
There's Brown with the 3. That one, no good. And taken away by Brown. A shot off that time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. New Orleans, thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, Trey Murphy displaying his skills today.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's 5. The backcourt pair for him, Murray and Jones. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Levine, and there are the Kings with another bucket.
What helps Levine from mid-range? He gets such great lift off the floor.
Here's Murray with the drive.
Kings foul. Ellis. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's the screen. Lets the 3 fly. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Murphy's such a good-looking young player in this league, someone who can get hot in a hurry.
And Levine throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Murray outside. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And wasting no time, DeJounte Murray off the catch.
And so Levine will bring it up now for Sacramento. Trailing here by 8. And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Couple of occasions this team has needed a spark tonight, and Murphy has been the guy to give it to him.
And there's a whistle that goes on Herbert Jones. That's foul number 2 for him. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Valanciunas passes to Levine, hands it from downtown. Levine's got 7 points for the quarter.
Great preparation by Levine, getting to his spot and set to let it fly.
He takes it in, and he jams it with authority.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. And it's an 11-point New Orleans lead. Sacramento's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Ellis against Murray. Ellis can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's a complete... A new group on the floor for the Kings. So... for the Pelicans.
Substituting on the court.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Monk against Brown. It's McCollum on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
From down in the low post, it goes. McCollum's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pelicans. Now the Kings went from 3 seed in 2023 to out of the playoffs completely, Brent, last season.
Well, it speaks to how competitive the Western Conference was. You know, you got to realize, Kevin, Sacramento won just 2 less games than they did after that magical run in 2023. The West was just better. So the Kings got to fill some holes, find some pieces, and hopefully have some guys improve upon what they did last season.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And a wide open look for McCollum, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Lyles with it, now defended by McCollum. And finished off by DeRozan.
And dynamite in his legs. And DeRozan detonates at the rim.
McCollum against DeRozan. Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 8 points for Zion Williamson.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Pass to Olynyk for 3. Monk grabs the board. And now the Kings fast break. Here's Lyles. And DeRozan throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board. And so it's Trey Murphy making highlights for the New Orleans Pelicans. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Monk on the wing. He's paired with DeRozan. Trey Lyles out there with Domantas Sabonis, and it's Fultz in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. 4 on the shot clock. On its way from Monk for 2. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, Brent, you spent a bunch of your career as a scoring guard off the bench. A lot like Malik Monk.
Well, not quite like Malik Monk, but this guy has been unbelievable. The way that he changes the pace of a game with scoring. It reminds me of a younger version of Jamal Crawford, who obviously won 3 Six-Man of the Year titles. This guy is so explosive and so confident. He has leaned into the role of being a difference maker as a 6-man.
It's deflected. McCollum against DeRozan. It's Brown on the wing. There's the triple. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. McCollum against Fultz. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And Fultz is terrific at drawing contact, especially when he's going up to shoot.
Some changes for Sacramento. Keegan Murray's checked in for Lyles. Crowder comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Malik Monk. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. From outside the arc, sinks the triple. He's got 31. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Here's Fultz. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. And it's the Pelicans' ball. They're on a 9-1 run right now. There's a good screen. Here's me.
Oh, yes, sir.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Levine can't hit. Pelicans leading by 21. Launches from deep. A shot by Messi, no good. The Kings have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Crowder from outside drains the three-pointer.
And the defense has to bottle him up before Jay Crowder gets it going.
Beyond the arc. Sabonis grabs the board. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. In 2023, and Brent, you and I remember this, Keegan Murray set an NBA record with 11 consecutive threes in one game.
What an unbelievable night to witness that kind of consistency in a guy locked in like that. I mean, that's different, and it speaks to Murray's focus. But this guy has so much more to contribute to a team and room to grow. That night was special, Kevin.
Crowder kicks to Murray. Launches a three. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Messi's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Out to the right wing. The three buries the long-range jumper. And the Pelicans lead by 20.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for New Orleans.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
New Orleans making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Murray sets a screen for Levine. Drills it from outside.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 39.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The tray, and again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And taken away by Brown. It's deflected. Stolen by Ellis. Fast break, here they come. And it's Murray with the jam.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jones with the screen on Valanciunas. The kick out to Brown. Fires the 3. From deep. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And what a competitor. I mean, he's been looking for a shot all game long. He shouldered almost the entire load for them offensively.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. A resounding.
season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Gary Payton II is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
For your Kings, number 41.
Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. Outside Butler. With the drive, and it's Butler with the jam.
On the drive, Butler can be so sudden. The moment he sees an opening, he just takes off.
Here's Levine. Oh, he just jams it right over Stephen Curry.
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Valanciunas passes to Lyles. Launches it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to speak with the head coach of the Kings for a minute. I asked him about Jimmy Butler and what his defensive scheme is for him, and coach said to not let him bully us from the interior and mid-range. We want to push him as far out as possible. We have to play tough. Let's see if they're able to accomplish this, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Well, Grant, the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, B.A. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Curry. And, yep, it's good.
Not just a jump shooter. Curry is so creative at figuring out little ways to score inside.
Here's Ellis. He's covered by Curry. Tries the spin move. Fires the 3. And the Kings with another 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Butler. Here he goes. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Butler's gotten his second bucket.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
Here's Ellis. Outside for Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Valanciunas. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Lets it go from the wing. And out of bounds. The Warriors will take it.
Golden State ball.
Warriors trail by 4. The 3 from Curry. Sinks it from distance. Curry's got 5 points.
Even a half-court shot is a good shot for Curry. That's how good of a shooter he is.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Curry. Green, the pass to Payton. Outside Curry. Outside for Green. 6 on the shot clock. Butler, a screen on Levine. And that one's good. Green.
Must have been too good to pass up because Green is kind of picky from the arc.
And when we talk about players who impact winning, Draymond Green is high on that list, RJ.
And the amazing thing, his career scoring average is in the single digits. Draymond does it with his passing and directing the defense and gives his teams energy.
Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
Oh, he's got an off-season program that would make other NBA stars tap out, including myself. His conditioning is amongst the best of all time. It wears on you as a defender.
Now here's Crowder. No points so far. Levine finds Crowder. Back to Levine. Oh, stolen by Payton. Outside, Green. Outside, Curry. Here's the floater. And it's good on the layup. 9 points in the game.
Impeccable touch from Steph.
Lyles a screen. Crowder outside. Out to the right wing. Lyles, the pass to Ellis. Outside for Levine. Just 5 on the clock. Over Payton. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam.
Curry uses the glass on the layup. Curry's got 11 points.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Valanciunas sets a screen. And Levine, here we go. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the game. And here's Curry. Nifty move. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Stephen Curry getting it. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
On the floor for the Warriors. Moody is out there with Buddy Hield. Then there's Kevon Looney. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Knox in at the small forward position. Now here's Hield. And he buries his first look.
Nice move. Hield showing he's not just a three-point shooter.
Here's DeRozan. Takes it inside. Here's Fultz. Plenty of space. Offensive rebound. Sabonis, the pass to Monk. The three is up. Looney grabs a miss. The Warriors lead by 3. Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
The Kings making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Here's Murray. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Moody misses. And here's Sabonis. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Trailing by 5.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Kuminga. Back to Hield. Lets it go from deep. Fires in the triple. Hield's got 5 points now this quarter.
This is what Hield does. Exceptional at spacing the court with his three-point shooting.
DeRozan looks it over. Can't get it to drop. The Warriors lead by 8. Pass to Looney. Here's Knox. To the middle. Here's Kuminga. Outside Moody. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Fultz with it. And Looney picks him up defensively. Stolen. Here's Knox. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Kings trail by 8. Down low. Here's Murray. Oh! Murray making his presence felt inside. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense. Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Murray from outside. The rebound by Moody. The Warriors lead by 8. Pass to Knox. 1:49 left in the first half. Here's Looney. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
1 for 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Hield for 3. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. For Sacramento, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Hield has bounced around for a while now, but he's still a deadly shooter, Richard.
Hield is the definition of a shooter for hire. He's a mercenary. When he's on the floor, he's looking to pull up from deep. That's what he's paid to do. He's been an elite shooter his whole career.
And here are the Warriors now, following the score by Sacramento. And it's Hield missing. 50 seconds left in the first half. Murray passes to Monk. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul of the game. 40 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Murray. Oh, and he got fouled on his way. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal.
Coach's challenge in place. We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First free throw is good. You know, when it comes to Keegan Murray, it's his all-around presence that helps this team, Richard.
Yeah, he's a very talented glue guy. He doesn't make a ton of splash plays, but he is steady and consistent, and coaches love players like that.
And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. Now here's Curry. He's got 11.
And the basketball IQ that Curry possesses is special, capable of shredding the defense in a screen and roll.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Levine. There's the triple. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
Curry at the rim.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
On the wing, Murray. Here's the 3, and it's good. Credit Levine with the assist. Murray's got 7 now in this quarter. Butler goes for it inside.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Warriors ahead. They lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drumline. They're thinking about the shots.
We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We got Trey Lyles. He's out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Jay Crowder is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's 3-ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Here's Valanciunas. Crowder, the pass to Lyles. Outside LaVine. Clock at 6. Crowder outside. Payton with a steal. Inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Ellis. Give him 8. It's stolen by Green. Jumps up. Here's Jackson Davis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul of the game. Ooh, poked away. Now here's Green. Not a lot of room. Shot clock at 6. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Kings trail by 8. Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
Curry surveys. Outside Butler. Fires the 3. Golden State with a rebound. Left side Curry. Launches a 3. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Curry's got 19 points.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Jackson Davis misses. Kings trail by 11. Looking to end the run. Valanciunas passes to Lyles. There's the drive. Here's Crowder. Here's LaVine. LaVine springs free for the flush.
Well, LaVine is fired up tonight and having no trouble finding points for his squad.
Right side Curry. To the inside. Here's Butler. An easy 2 on the layup. Butler's got 8.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal. And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
He stops. He pops. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Unselfish offense leads to Butler getting something in rhythm.
You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that we will always be impressed with.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And 1:01 left to play in the third quarter here.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Kings going with a whole new group out there. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Hield fires from way outside. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
A true display of Hield's accuracy, surprising the defense with the deep shot.
Sacramento again missing. Here's Golden State. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Off target with the three. Kings trail by 18. It's Monk on the wing. Fires for three. And the three-pointer goes. He has 6.
Nice ball movement. Good job by Murray to recognize the situation and create the wide-open look.
And the shot goes down.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
The three from DeRozan. Looney grabs a miss. Looney's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hield from outside. Drills it from deep. Hield's got 11 points. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Monk. Poke loose. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for Golden State to start the 4th. Kevon Looney is out there with Kuminga. Then it's Buddy Hield. Then it's Moses Moody. And it's Knox in at the small forward. Sabonis finds Fultz. Back to Sabonis. From downtown, the shot is good. Fultz making the play. Sabonis has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Got a piece of it. Monk with a steal. Now the Kings in transition. Pass to Sabonis. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
It's the versatility and the unpredictability of what Sabonis does that makes him so hard to match up with, which is why he gets these easy fouls.
Some changes for Sacramento. Crowder comes in for DeRozan, and it's Levine in for Monk. Oh, sweet move. And it's Curry laying it in. Curry's got 21 points in the game.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Here's Levine. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Gary Payton II.
Just solid from the line. Levine shoots a high volume and a high percentage from the free throw line. That is the combination you want.
Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for the Kings.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Crowder, the pass to Murray. Takes a 3. They get it again. Outside for Fultz. Shoots over Curry. And another miss by Sacramento.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again. He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here's Levine. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Smart hoop by Levine. With how many teams defend him, he'll get his shot all day.
Here's Curry. Valanciunas with a rebound.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Butler on the wing. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Kings.
Kings ball.
Kings trail by 21. Valanciunas sets a screen. Shot is good by Levine.
And with how well Levine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
Pass to Curry. High post screen. Rebound by Sacramento. Levine with it. Jackson Davis picks him up. And a foul called on the way up. so he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
It's the fearless nature of Levine's game that is so fun to watch. It is impressive watching him get in the paint and get calls.
And he's good on the second. Here's Curry. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. For Sacramento, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Fultz against Green. Fultz passes to Levine. Lets it fly. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors lead by 17. Here's Butler driving to the basket. And it's Butler with the jam.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Give that one to Jay Crowder.
Fearless play from Butler. Defenses should know he's going to try and draw a foul while shooting.
Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Warriors.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jimmy Butler.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact. Even though his team is lagging behind, he's playing like a winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spreading to the other guys.
Here's Curry. And he gets it to go again. He's connected on 10 of 15 now.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
46 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Curry against Fultz. And he dunks it down.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And so it's Golden State with it. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
And it's Sacramento's ball. Here's Levine for 3. Hauled in by Curry. Here's Green. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin, to walk into enemy. Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Gary Payton II is out there with Curry, and it's Butler in at the 3 slot. There's a screen from past the arc. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Butler at the elbow. And slam dunk by Butler.
And that's what they want to see from Butler, a take-charge mindset, that desire to attack the rim.
Poke loose. Curry with the steal. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Stan, you know this. Every team wants those 3-and-D wing types. This Pelicans team is loaded with them.
Yeah, Kevin, they love those type of guys. Long, athletic guys who can defend, and they either come in being able to shoot the 3 or they develop them into three-point shooters, and it shows in the numbers. Last year they were 4th in three-point percentage, 7th in defensive rating. Those are key metrics.
Outside Curry, down to 5 on the shot clock. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
They set the screen. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
A little bit ago, Willie Green and I were able to chat. We talked about the respect he has for Jimmy Butler and everything that Jimmy Buckets brings to the table. He told me Butler's special. He impacts the game with the ball, without the ball, and with his defense. But he said as much of a challenge as Butler presents, he'll be ready. Guys?
Thank you, David. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
There's a screen by Murray. Pass to Boston. From the arc. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Warriors leading by 6. Butler deciding where to go with it. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Screen by Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Murray outside. Driving in. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. That one wide left.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And we've seen Stan DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great two-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league. .112 left in the first quarter. The shot's good.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Green in the post. The kick outside to Butler. Curry setting the pick for Butler. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Butler's got 7 points in the game.
And that's an encouraging sign from Butler. He's a capable three-point shooter. He's just very selective.
Jones from outside. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Warriors leading by 7. Three-pointer. Butler doesn't go that time. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like to see Murray dictate the action like that inside. On the front foot, forcing the defender into a foul.
He hits both from the strike. Here's Curry. He has 5. Outside Butler. Off with the layup. He gets it up, and that does it for the first quarter. Warriors lead by 5. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Kevon Looney. Then there's Moody. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's Knox in at the small forward position. Kicks it out to Hawkins. Puts up a 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Moody the pass to Looney, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Warriors have found something with Draymond Green and Trace Jackson Davis inside. Green says, with the rim protected by Trace, I can just play off instinct and read the game. Jackson Davis says, being able to interchange with him is great. The things he teaches me has helped my game a lot. Kevin?
I'd love to hear those stories. Thanks, David. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Knox. No scoring in this one. Over Hawkins. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Got a piece of it. Pass to Moody. Uncovered. Here's Looney. Goes up again. Outside Kuminga. Here's Knox. He's guarded by McCollum. And another shot. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room. And he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
And the Warriors miss again. Pelicans trail by 4. Driving the lane. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Nice play by McCollum. So crafty with the ball in his hands.
Hield way outside. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Kicks it out to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. From 17 feet out. And Moody pulls it down.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Good on the three-point shot. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Over in the corner, Kuminga. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Brown sets a screen for McCollum. Pass to Brown. There's 1:26 left in the first half of the game. And finished off by Brown.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Pelicans trail by 3. And there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
1:02 left in the first half of basketball.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
Going inside, here's Moody, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
That evens the score. Hawkins has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
There's Kuminga. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you got to hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Floats one, and the layup good by Brown. Brown's got his second bucket.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Healed from outside. Pelicans pull it in. And here's McCollum. He has 5. Williamson with the screen for McCollum. Williamson left side. For Hield, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. The backcourt pair for him, Murray and Jones. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Misi in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. Curry against Murray. Outside Curry. Down low, here's Jackson Davis. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Golden State needs to get off a shot. 4 on the clock. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Green. Curry's got the game tied up here for the Warriors. New Orleans gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Takes a 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Oh, what a find from Murray. He's just a total team player.
Curry is inside. Murray on him. And the basket by Curry.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Shot clock at 6. Goes in for the dunk.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Curry. The focus from Curry. Gets it to fall inside.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. Curry with it. Now guarded by Murray. Payton right side. There's the pick. The 3 ball. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. Here's Murray. He has 5. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Hits the 3-point bomb. He's got 13.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Driving inside.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. There's the pick. Here's Butler. Butler making it happen inside.
And Butler just exploits that pick and roll defense. A tough physical guy who's hard to guard in those sets.
Pass to Messi. And that one is stuffed right through.
My, oh my. I mean, that nearly brought the backboard down with that snap.
Well, don't you think, Ray, that's always a possibility when he's the one to finish?
No doubt.
Well, that's what poor defense will get you. They deserve to get dunked on there.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Curry on the drive. The kick outside to Butler. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Murray for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Murray's got 8 here in the quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there. Moody. Some solid defense from Brown. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Count that bucket. McCollum's got the lead up to 7 now for New Orleans.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Healed against Hawkins. Floats it up for Kuminga.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Healed against Hawkins. McCollum outside. It's tipped. And it's the Warriors on the break. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Brown. The shot comes out. And so it's Trey Murphy making highlights for New Orleans. He got it. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. You've got Knox, Kevon Looney out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Moody And it's Hield in at the 2-guard spot. They get it again. Here's Looney. Second shot opportunity. No good on the layup. Pelicans leading by 3. Plenty of space. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. Different look here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Kevon Looney. Butler comes in for Kevin Knox. Gary Payton is checked in for Hield. And Curry subbed in for Moses Moody. That one good for 2. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
Well, he's been dialed in. Very efficient here in the second half.
They set the pick to the inside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions.
Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. The shot, no good. Warriors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. It's stolen by Green. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Knocked loose. Murray with it. Butler covering. And it's Murray penetrating. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. He's got 20.
Oh, what a feed by Murray. He's got that pass-first mentality. You always want to play with guys that play that way. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Shoots. Down and drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Kicks it out to Jones. Five on the clock. For the 3. The rebound by Payton. Warriors trail by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Murray. Here's Butler. Here's the screen. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Back to Butler. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Pass to Jackson-Davis. Out to Payton. 1:36 left in the 4th. Here's Butler. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. And it's now only a 1-point New Orleans lead.
And Butler, no stranger to these pressure situations. A big-time gamer who knows how to take over on key possessions.
They set the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Curry looking it over. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry with it. Jones covering.
big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And Murray, here we go. Now the Warriors moving it up. And Butler running the floor.
And when things are tight, Butler just seems to step his game up. Tremendous score here in the clutch.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Payton outside. Butler on the wing. There's the pick. Outside for Curry, and stolen by Murray. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
That's the first, and that will put them up by 2. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
Curry outside. That shot missing. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. Probably a little closer than they would have.
take a look at this matchup. Both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Let's check out Sacramento's starting lineup. Trey Lyles is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Jay Crowder. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the point. 6 to shoot. LaVine with it. Checked by Murray. Here's Ellis. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
Boston, the pass to Murray. Murray, a screen on LaVine. The three. The three is up. Drains the triple.
Yeah, you can't leave Murphy open from deep. He doubled his three-point attempts from year 1 to year 2. That's confidence.
Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Out left to the wing. Here's Boston. And again, it's New Orleans with a three.
And as he continues to develop his skills, passing is next for Murphy.
And here's Crowder from the arc. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. From the arc. Ellis with a rebound. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Ellis. And another Sacramento three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
There's the three. On target from range. He's got 6.
Quick trigger from Trey Murphy. This dude can let it fly.
They set the screen. Takes the three. Rebound by the Kings. Here's Lyles. Off target from three-point range. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Willie Green for a minute. Zach LaVine's name came up, and I asked how he plans to deal with him. And Coach said, quote, "What's scary about LaVine is how many ways that he can score. So there's no easy answer except for high-effort defense, and that's exactly what we're going to do." So the defense is trying to outwork LaVine tonight. We'll see how that goes. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. So it's the Pelicans now. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Crowder against Jones. To the wing, right side. Offline with a three. Kings trail by 4. Valanciunas with a screen on Murray. Here's Ellis. Off the mark there with a three.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
There's a screen. Three-pointer. Crowder grabs the miss. And so it's LaVine with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Well, Brent, we've seen Trey Murphy grow into a prototypical 3-and-D wing.
Well, what's been most impressive, BA, is you thought it was just his shooting. That's been better than advertised. He's also starting to show you he can rebound, run the floor, and defend a little bit. So the package is a little bit bigger than it was once thought of with Trey Murphy coming out of the NBA draft.
Outside Murray. On the wing, Jones. The three. And he buries his first look.
You want Jones to be assertive like this. If the three-point shot's there, got to take it.
Lyles gets the three to fall.
And he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
To the right side. 52 seconds left in the first quarter here.
you kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Count the basket. Lyles has got 5.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Now here's Levine. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And here's Crowder from the arc. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 6 rebounds in the game. Beyond the arc. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Levine for 3. Lyles, the pass to Levine. Here's Ellis. Outside for Levine. Ooh, stolen by Murray. The shot, no good. And so it's Trey Murphy making highlights for New Orleans. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Taking a look at Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Malik Monk is out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Sabonis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Brent, the Kings have the pieces to compete and finally creating some stability.
Yeah, after that 16-year playoff absence, just being a factor in the West has Sacramento and their fans really, really exciting. Again, the pieces are there. Will they push it this year to get back in the mix?
Great open look there. Brown's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Man, when he's playing under control, which is most of the time, McCollum is very effective setting up teammates. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's McCollum after the Kings picked up a basket a moment ago. Oh, stolen by Fultz. To the paint. Here's Sabonis. Banked it in off the glass. Sabonis has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Such confidence as a passer. Hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
The offensive rebound. The kick to Olynyk. The 3-ball. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
Yeah, that's deep right there. Accurate shooting from KO.
This one for 3. And Sabonis the bucket on the assist by Fultz. Sabonis has got 7 points.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's McCollum. No made baskets yet. Kick out to Brown. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Pretty much no one is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Here's DeRozan. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Shot's good by McCollum.
Well, he's just so good as C.J. McCollum at when to put the ball down on the floor and penetrate to the inside.
The 3 from DeRozan. And the Kings with another 3. Well, Brent, league-wide, more and more points being scored. You see that tapering off at any point?
BA, with all the rule changes and what we're seeing in terms of the skill set of players growing, I mean, the scoring is...
Oh, Zion! Up high to finish the lob.
Taking flight, Zion doing what he does best, getting up off the ground and bringing it down.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
DeRozan against Williamson. DeRozan passes to Fultz. DeRozan a screen. Fultz against McCollum.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered closely. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It'll be on Zion Williamson. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he sinks the second. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Pass to DeRozan. From deep. Fultz, a screen on Brown. McCollum against Monk. Clock at 6. Sabonis outside. Got a hand on it. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the foul called on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
For 3, McCollum. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Kings trail by 8. Fultz finds Murray. Murray with a strong finish at the rim.
And on the fast break, Murray is a threat. We know he loves cutting through any opposition and getting himself a shot.
And that one's good. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter. Sacramento has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Fultz against McCollum. DeRozan a screen. Sabonis, the pass to Murray. From outside the arc. Bottom. 3 ball from Keegan.
Yeah, we'll probably see Murray in a lot of pick and roll sets in his NBA career. He's got a clear feel for it for sure.
Here's McCollum. And Fultz pulls it down. And so DeRozan will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Trailing by 5. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. DeRozan's got 5 now.
And that's where the frame of DeRozan comes into play. So good at bodying up to get his.
Olynyk for 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. And the Pelicans lead by 6. Here's Fultz. Outside Monk. Pass to Sabonis. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go for him. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. One guy who's been getting it done is Trey Murphy.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
And the Kings going with a whole new group out there. Murray runs the point with Jones flanking him. Then there's Trey Murphy, and it's Boston in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Crowder. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Misi's got 7 rebounds in the game. Jacks up a 3. Boston with the bucket. He's got 6.
Great pass there from Herbert Jones. When someone's open, he'll find them.
Valanciunas passes to Lyles. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. New Orleans leading by 11. Oh, he picked him clean. Levine feeling it out a bit. 4-3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Lyles has got 8.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Goes up on the wing. And another basket for New Orleans.
Murphy's such a good-looking young player in this league, someone who can get hot in a hurry.
Lyles a screen. Good chance here for Crowder. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Misi's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Brent, what's something you've seen from Murray's time in San Antonio to now?
Well, there's been no stoppage, BA, of the type of work that DeJounte Murray puts in. Now, he's had to learn a new system, but he's adapted to that, and he continues to play both ends of the floor to make an impact.
Levine gets the bucket.
Yeah, look at Levine staying active, beating the defense by making a move.
Here's Boston, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Deflects the pass. Here's Ellis, defended by Murray. 5 to shoot. Ellis passes to Valanciunas. Here's Levine. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. For 3, knocks down the triple. He's got 16.
Couple of occasions this team has needed a spark tonight, and Murphy has been the guy to give it to him.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Let's go with a 3. Lets the 3 fly. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got his 7th. Oh, Zach LaVine takes flight.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, LaVine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
Out to the right wing. The shot. And it falls all over the rim and in. And the Pelicans lead by 11.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
New Orleans leading by 11. Puts up a deep 3. The shot off that time. For Sacramento, they've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Levine. And it's Boston with the rebound. For New Orleans, they've gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Murray scanning the floor. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Pure from three-point range.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That's his first foul. And the Pelicans going with a whole new group out there. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Murray. DeRozan's got 7 points in the game.
Nice team first decision by Murray, giving it up to a guy with a better opportunity.
Bolts against McCollum. And he slams it in one-handed.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Sabonis can't hit. New Orleans leading by 14. Here's Williamson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Now Zion plays with such force down low. He fights right through. And he'll be at the free throw line.
Williamson hits them both. Murray against Olynyk. Fires from deep. And it's Murray with the 3. Give him 8 points now.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
And it's Olynyk off the drive. And so the ball's out of bounds. Olynyk touched it last. Murray scanning the floor. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Trey Murphy making highlights for the... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Sacramento, the duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Perimeter is filled up by Monk and DeRozan. And it's Fultz in at the 1. Monk for 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. At one point, they led by 16. For 3, McCollum. The rebound by Murray. Kings trail by 13. Here's Fultz. Oh, botches the slam dunk finish.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Sends it home from three-point land.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Counted from distance.
I remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Olynyk for 3. Rebounded. Domantas Sabonis. Kings trail by 15. And there's the lob. Oh, Murray finishing the lob.
Yeah, and he gets off the floor in a flash. Murray can elevate off 1 foot or 2. It's easy for him to convert on lobs.
Here's Williamson. No luck on that one. Sacramento has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range.
Wow. Down. Oh, and DeRozan doesn't get enough credit for his handles. Some of his ball moves are just insane.
Here's McCollum, and he drops it in from the low post.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And the Kings going with a whole new group out there.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The Pelicans lead by 13. Right wing, 3-pointer. Rebound by the Kings.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
For New Orleans, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. Nails it from beyond the arc. 24 points for him.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Back-to-back threes here. LaVine with a beautiful shot.
On the wing, Jones. Murray from outside. Crowder grabs the miss. Kings trail by 13. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
LaVine's gotten better and better at drawing contact and getting to the line. He had to work at it as a young player, but that work has paid off.
Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. The Pelicans lead by 11. Brown, a screen on LaVine. From behind the arc, hits the trifecta.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Taylor's shot is off. And there's the drive. He gets it in there. And the Pelicans lead by 16.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Pelicans.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong. You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Shot is good by LaVine. 51 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Beyond the arc, drops in the 3.
For 3.
There's 45 seconds left in the 4th. Over to the left wing. And that one is stopped right through.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Here's LaVine. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Lets the three fly. And they get it back. Takes the three. Sinks the tray. And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior.
Northern California, right on the bay. That's the set. Welcome to 2K Sports. Should be a lot of great ball movement tonight. RJ, these teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Lyles in at the 4.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
Now, you don't want to forget about the athleticism of Butler. Just a sick slammer of the basketball. You can't allow him to get to that launching pad.
Ellis kicks to Crowder. Pass to Lyles. 4 on the clock. Ellis with a screen on Green. Lyles no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
Curry kicks to Payton. Outside for Curry. Driving to the basket. And he banks in the layup.
That's where Curry will cross you up. If you play him to shoot, he just drives it.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Crowder. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Crowder's got 5 now.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
They grab their own miss. Outside, Payton. Butler, a screen on Ellis. Outside, Butler. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Another miss by Curry. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Such a wide open look.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Outside Curry. Here's Jackson Davis. Poked away. And now Sacramento on the break. Here's LaVine. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Kings basketball.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Shakes him. And LaVine with the slam.
The ball handling skills of LaVine, outstanding at creating for himself.
Pass to Green. Shoots over Lyles. And it's Green missing.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Here's Lyles. Kicks it out to Ellis. 6 to shoot. And LaVine, here we go. And LaVine with the slam.
Check out LaVine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Curry's shot is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Ellis, that's good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Curry against Crowder. The kick outside to Butler.
Kings foul. Ellis. First personal foul. First team foul.
55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Knocks down the three ball.
What a response from Curry. Gotta know he's coming for his revenge.
From outside, off the mark. Warriors trail by 6. Pass to Jackson Davis. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Lyles. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Outside Butler. There's the three. And another three for Golden State.
And this is why Butler is so dangerous. He's not afraid to take any shot if he likes the angle.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Levine for three. The Warriors pull it in. And taken away by Ellis. To the paint. It's stolen by Green. Here's Butler. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Kings lead by 1. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Monk on the wing. He's paired with DeRozan. And it's Fultz in at point guard. Hield outside. Pass to Knox. 5 to shoot. Hield against DeRozan. Hield can't hit. Kings leading now by 3. Wide open look here for Murray. Good on the triple. Murray's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Murray not holding back, finding a way to be assertive.
Hey, RJ, what about Keegan Murray? He made the immediate impact in the NBA as a rookie, setting a record for three-point shots made, and he has continued to build on it.
A bit of a surprise as the 4th overall pick in the 2020 draft. Murray was the right fit. Big part of Sacramento ending that 17-year playoff drought.
Back to Hield. Over Murray.
That almost 7-foot wingspan of Murray, it allows him to affect shots.
Lets it go with a 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Now the Warriors moving it up. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Again, Hield missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Warriors trail by 6. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
So it's the Warriors now. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. And the basket by Knox.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Fultz with a screen for Murray. That 3 off the mark. The Warriors have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone a look, not just himself.
Warriors have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. The score now all even. Moody's got his first bucket in this one. Fultz the pass to Sabonis. Shoots the 3. Again, the miss by the Kings. The Warriors have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Kuminga. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Sacramento's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Murray with it. Kuminga picks him up. Murray the pass to Sabonis. Murray outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Murray's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Kings. Outside Kuminga. And stolen by Murray. Jacks up a 3. Oh my, he'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Kings.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
Another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
Here's Hield. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on DeRozan.
Able to complete the play, but he's showing some strength physically and mentally.
Kings leading now by 4. Crafty move, and DeRozan. Here we go, and the layup is up and in.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Hield can't hit.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 3 assists now in this one. To the middle, here's Looney, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. DeRozan a screen on Kuminga. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Murray. Rebounded by Knox.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And there's the bucket from Kuminga.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Monk kicks to Sabonis. Back to Monk. Shot clock at 5. Inside. Sabonis inside. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Keegan Murray getting it done for the Kings. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Keegan Murray. He's been playing very well.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Payton is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Butler in at the 3. That's the Warriors' 5. The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
That's a 2 from Butler. Again, Golden State.
And Butler, someone you got to stay with in that pick and roll. All he needs is a little space, and he is ready to fire.
Butler against Levine. Back to Valanciunas. Levine passes to Valanciunas. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. For the tie, it's hauled in by Lyles. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Levine for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Levine against Butler. Pass to Lyles. Back to Levine. Lyles sets a screen for Levine. To the middle. Ellis outside. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Again, the miss by the Kings. Warriors trail by 3. Curry way outside, and it's all evened up. Curry's got 8 points.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. The quick look, no good that time.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Shots good by Lyles. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steady in an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
The Warriors shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And the basket by Curry.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
For the lead, another 3 for Golden State.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
Ellis dishes to Valanciunas. Fires for 3. Ellis can't get it to go. The Warriors have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Crowder with the steal. Ellis kicks to Levine. Pass to Valanciunas. Now Levine. Lyles a screen on Butler. For 3, Levine. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Ellis. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Crowder's got 8.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
No one near Payton as he lets it go. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter.
Here's the 3. No good that time.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Levine for 3, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we wrap up the third and looking to be in a... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Fultz is out there with Malik Monk. And it's Sabonis in at the center position.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Floats it up for Kuminga.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
DeRozan, the kick out to Sabonis. Good, and it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Sabonis has got 5 points now this quarter.
It's almost like he had a bird's-eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Hield can't hit.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And this is why you lob passes Murray's way, because he is so good at catching and finishing.
Hield finds Kuminga. Back to Hield, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Sacramento also making some changes. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Sabonis. Crowder comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Levine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. They get it again. Here's Murray. From downtown, a three-pointer is right on target. And the Kings lead by 8.
And guys, so far in this one, Murray has been delivering offensively. This kind of scoring is what made him a high lottery pick.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Levine wide open, and again it's Sacramento converting.
A more effective playmaker than he gets credit for. Levine solid at sizing up defenses and taking what they give him.
Curry. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And the Kings making a change here. Sabonis is checked in. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Kings.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Tipped away. Crowder with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Monk, the pass to Levine. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
That one's not going to go. Warriors trail by 5. Here's Green, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I like when Green looks to score. He's good at putting defenses in a bind.
Ellis, he's checked in for Monk. He's able to hit the second one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Ellis against Curry. Ellis kicks to Murray. Pass to Levine. Pocket 6. And Levine throws it down.
Well, Levine's game is defined by energy and aggression. He doesn't back down from any defender.
He throw good, Levine. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Here's Curry with the 3. And the Warriors miss again. Kings leading now by 7. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving that three-pointer. And the crowd is loving this long-range bomb attack that we're seeing here tonight, coming right back to answer a 3 with one of their own.
Levine dishes to Crowder. Murray with him. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Ellis. That's in there. Murray with the assist. And the Kings lead by 7.
Relentless in their approach, even
with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. So the Kings win it. They seem to relish their... David, thank you.
NBA.
It really is. I mean, there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation, and they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
A look at the Pelicans starting group. Green for three. Knocks down the long J.
One of the primary ways Green helps this offense, operating as a stretch big.
The three is up. And he buries his first look.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to McCollum. The three ball. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. And here are the Warriors now. Stan, after his 12-year playing career, Willie Green has made a seamless transition into coaching.
Yeah, first of all, Willie Green is a person of very high character. Second, Brian, he consciously started preparing himself to coach while he was still playing, and then he was able to work on great staffs under great coaches, and now he's an outstanding head coach in his own right.
Misses from the corner. Curry with it. He's picked up by Jones. Green up top. From outside the arc. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Knows his strengths well and plays within his game. Green will rarely force a bad shot.
Hits a three-pointer.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Green. He's got 6.
Blocking foul called on number 17. First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. And here's Curry for 3. Outside, Green.
17. First personal foul. First team foul.
Second chance shot. Outside for Butler. Just 2 to shoot. Hits the target from 18 feet.
And you can't leave someone open on Green's team. He's going to punish you for that mistake.
Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Pass to Payton. Outside Curry. To the inside. Butler. Outside, Green launches a 3 and can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. That gives them the lead. 9 points in the game.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Here's Butler and Williamson with the block.
Agile and strong. If Zion can get a piece of your shot, it's as good as gone. I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Golden State has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Well, Stan, you coached against some really tough players in your day. Where does Jimmy Butler stand right now? What makes him Jimmy Butler?
Well, I think, Brian, he's just a great competitor. He wants to take on the biggest challenges when he's on the defensive end, and on offense, he is willing to attack anyone.
Earlier, Allie LaForce spoke with head coach Steve Kerr. What'd you find out, Allie?
And we got right to it. The question of how do you stop Zion? From what Coach told me, it's all about being physical. He said, we're not going to let him run us over in the lanes or just stomp us inside. We're going to fight back hard. So it sounds like Coach is expecting high effort physically from his team.
And Allie, thanks.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Pelicans trail by 4. Williamson outside. Hey, from beyond the arc. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Jackson Davis' screen. Oh, there's the alley. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. This one for three. Buries it from three.
And defenses can forget how good of a passer McCollum is.
Butler on the wing. Three-pointer. Connects from downtown. Butler's got 6.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And they recover it. For 3. Knocks it down from distance. 15 points in the game. Green with a screen on Williamson. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Warriors ahead. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. Buddy Hield is out there with Moses Moody. Then it's Kuminga, and it's Post in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Pelicans cleared away. Shot from the wing. That one rolls around and rims out.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now here's Payton. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Knox. Outside Hield. Here's the 3. Nails it from 3. Hield's got his first 3 points of the game.
Long-range shots like that, almost effortless for Hield. Every chance he gets, he'll take that shot.
Here's Payton. He drops it from range.
Three-pointer.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Knox the pass to Kuminga. Here's Post. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. On the wing, Reeves lets go with a 3. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. The Warriors leading. And he lobs it up.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. The Pelicans have got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. The shot by Misi, no good. The Warriors have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's Moody going inside, and there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly, Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? Now here's Payton, and here's Reeves outside. He buries it from 3. Reeves has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Knocks it loose.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that.
Pelicans trail by 3. Outside Payton. He shoots a 3. Knocks down the triple. Payton's got 6. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Hield from outside. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
Bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
The shot by Reeves, no good. The Warriors lead by 3. Moody with it, now guarded by Brown. Jacks up with 3, and Reeves pulls it down. Well, the Pelicans shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Here's Knox, defended by Brown. And it's Knox missing.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Golden State has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. No coverage that time. Kuminga's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pelicans trail by 6. Outside Reeves. Three-pointer. Nails it from 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point from deep. Reeves. The rebound by Post. The Warriors lead by 5. Pass to Knox. The 3 is up. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The Pelicans shooting just 27% in the second quarter. Here's Payton. Counted from distance. Payton's got 9.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Here's Post. He's covered by Reeves. Fires the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 5. Here's Misi. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Warriors on top, leading by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Pelicans trail by 5. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Substitution on the court.
So the Pelicans 5 right now. The 3. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Here's Butler. The gritty finish from Butler there.
I wouldn't say Butler seeks contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
Fires from deep. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
And, Coach, when we get to the playoffs, Jimmy Butler plays his best basketball.
Well, Brian, look, it's tangible. You see his numbers go up in the postseason. Butler's been the #1 option on multiple finals teams. That puts him in rare company.
Now here's Jackson Davis. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, you can tell Curry knows the angles, smartly setting up another guy.
For the tie. With the fadeaway. And that one drops. 23 points in the game.
Well, they gave him the mid-range. Smart idea to take that one.
Outside for Green. From downtown, Jones grabs the board. New Orleans has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Knocks down the long J. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And again, it's New Orleans with a three.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Down low. Here's Jackson Davis. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
He's feeling it. Shot is good, off the back rim and in.
You know, at the offensive end, McCollum does a little of everything for you. I mean, that was a great pass.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
It's his first trip to the line, and he drops the first. And so Curry nails both of them.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
They set the pick. The three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. And again, no good by Golden State. New Orleans leading by 4. Lets it go. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
You know the coaches hated that shot, but guess what? Some of them go in.
Green with a screen on McCollum. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. 1:46 left in the third. Robinson Earl, no good. Golden State has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. These are his first free throws of the game. That free throw good from Kuminga.
At the line for the Dubs,
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. New Orleans has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. Here's Robinson Earl. And the Pelicans miss again. Warriors trail by 5. Stripped away. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Robinson Earl's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Outside Moody. Pass to Kuminga. Oh, Kuminga, just a menace inside.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Here's Robinson Earl. And it's all from three-point range.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Outside Kuminga, puts up a 3. Rebounded by New Orleans. Here's Reeves outside. Kuminga pulls it in. Ball stolen. Here's Misi. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Reeves. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Warriors trail by 6. Pass to Moody. Fires for 3. Ooh, the smooth 3 from Moody.
A find from Buddy Hield. I'd like to see him do that more. Spread the ball around.
Robinson Earl, the pass to Payton. He gets it up. And that's not gonna go. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. It's New Orleans up. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Warriors shooting at a respectable 49%. They've got Moody. He's out there with Buddy Hield. And it's Post in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Where was the defense? Can't allow Hield to get this kind of positioning to throw it down.
It's stolen by Kuminga. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Reeves. And it's the Pelicans on the break. Knocked away. Healed with room to shoot. Again, Golden State. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
The Pelicans trail. Here's Robinson Earl. To the wing on the left. From deep. Pass to Payton. From deep, Reeves sinks the tray. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
And that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
4-3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Misi's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. The shot by Reeves, no good. The Warriors have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Got a piece of it. And here's Payton. Reeves, the pass to Robinson Earl. Payton with it, and it's Hield picking him up. Shoots. Outside Reeves. Pass to Payton. Oh, from deep. Drills it from deep. And the Pelicans lead by 5. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You gotta love that intensity.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this. Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Can't hit that one. Well, the Pelicans shooting 36% for the game. Not great. And here's Reeves outside. Sinks it from distance.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Pelicans foul. Bruce Brown. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And he makes a first. Both teams will make substitutions. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. It's a 3-point game. And here's Curry for 3. And here's Butler outside. Great D that time from Williamson. For New Orleans, they've gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. And they'll get another chance. Another shot. Warriors with the rebound. Jackson Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Hield with the ball. He's picked up by Jones. To tie it up. And the Warriors miss again. The Pelicans lead by 3. From deep 3-point range. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Jackson Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Hield on the take. And that one good. Hield's got 11 points in the quarter.
And Hield's judgment in these spots is impressive. Understanding what kind of shot to take in big-time moments.
From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green for 3. It doesn't go for him.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Now here's Butler. Outside, Green. 40 seconds left in the final quarter. Buries it from 3.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Payton's checked in for the Warriors. And the Warriors with possession here. They trail by 1. And here's Green from the arc. Doesn't go that time.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Just 5 to shoot.
And they aren't over the limit yet.
12 seconds left in the fourth.
and looking to even the score with a huge three.
Absolutely need a three here.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. And so the big win by New Orleans in a tight. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Alongside.